The movie opens with a tense sequence as the world grapples with the fallout of mutants being revealed to humanity. Cities are divided, some offering refuge, others pushing for mutant registration. Charles Xavier watches closely, knowing a storm is coming. He addresses his students at the school, reminding them that peace can only be preserved if they remain united. Yet beneath his calm words, he knows darker forces are already at play. Magneto, believed to be in hiding, resurfaces with a haunting message to mutants everywhere. Join me, or be crushed by humanity's fear. His Brotherhood begins recruiting aggressively, promising safety and power. Mutants, tired of being hunted, listen to his call. Rogue and Storm clash over whether the X-Men should intervene directly. Logan, restless as always, senses the conflict will inevitably reach their doorstep. In a hidden laboratory, scientists secretly experiment on captured mutants, using advanced Sentinel prototypes to test their power. A young mutant named Alex Summers, brother of Cyclops, is held captive. His energy-based abilities are being weaponized against his will. Cyclops becomes haunted by visions of his brother, unsure if he's alive. The government denies all involvement, but Xavier suspects otherwise. Meanwhile, Jean Grey begins experiencing disturbing headaches and sudden surges of power. She brushes them off as stress, but Xavier grows concerned. He knows what lurks within her, something she is not yet prepared to face. Logan notices her changes and confronts her, but she pushes him away, afraid of what she might become. A shadow of fire flickers in her eyes when no one is watching. The X-Men mobilize after intelligence reveals Magneto's next target, a political summit designed to pass the Mutant Registration Act. Storm leads the team in an aerial assault to protect civilians while Cyclops and Wolverine handle the ground. A fierce battle erupts as Magneto manipulates metal barricades into deadly weapons. The X-Men push back, but Magneto escapes, leaving behind chaos and fear in the public's eyes. Back at the mansion, tensions flare among the students. Younger mutants feel betrayed, believing the X-Men only protect humans, not their own kind. Rogue, torn between her love for humanity and loyalty to mutants, struggles with her place in the world. Xavier urges patience, but the cracks in unity deepen. Magneto's message is spreading faster than the X-Men can contain it. Cyclops finally receives confirmation that his brother Alex is alive, trapped in the experimental facility. He insists on rescuing him, but Xavier hesitates, fearing it may be a trap. Wolverine sides with Cyclops, arguing that family should come first. The two men, often at odds, find common ground. Xavier reluctantly agrees, but warns them of the dangers ahead. The rescue mission takes them to a heavily guarded compound hidden beneath the Nevada desert. As the X-Men infiltrate, they encounter prototype Sentinels for the first time. Towering machines, designed to hunt mutants, unleash devastating firepower. The team barely manages to dismantle them. In the chaos, Cyclops finds Alex, weak but alive, his powers dangerously unstable after months of experiments. Back at the mansion, Jean's condition worsens. She accidentally unleashes a psychic wave that shatters windows across the school. The students cower in fear, and Jean flees into the night, terrified of herself. Logan tracks her down, finding her in the woods, trembling. She confesses that something inside her is awakening, something vast and uncontrollable. Logan vows not to leave her side, no matter what comes. Magneto seizes the opportunity, approaching Jean with promises of guidance and acceptance. He tells her that Xavier fears her, that the X-Men will never truly embrace her power. Conflicted and vulnerable, Jean listens. Magneto plants the seeds of doubt, whispering about the phoenix within her. Xavier, sensing her struggle through Cerebro, knows time is running out to save her. Meanwhile, anti-mutant forces rally worldwide after the Sentinels' debut. Governments argue for mass production, while mutants prepare for war. Xavier sends Storm and Beast to negotiate in Washington, but their pleas fall on deaf ears. The fear has taken root and humanity wants control. The X-Men realize they are standing on the edge of a global conflict. Cyclops and Alex train together, though Alex's powers remain unstable. His bursts of energy threaten everyone around him. Still, the bond between brothers strengthens, reminding Cyclops why he fights. For the first time, Cyclops allows himself to show vulnerability, admitting his fear of losing family again. Alex assures him that together, they can endure anything. Magneto assembles his Brotherhood for a full-scale strike on Washington. His plan is to force humanity into submission by demonstrating mutant supremacy. Jean, now teetering on the edge of Phoenix, joins his ranks, much to Xavier's despair. The X-Men prepare for their most dangerous mission yet, stopping Magneto without destroying Jean in the process. The mansion becomes a war council, filled with fear and determination. The climactic battle erupts in Washington, chaos engulfing the city as mutants and Sentinels clash. Magneto raises entire buildings into the air, turning the Capitol into a weapon. The X-Men fight desperately, protecting civilians while holding back Magneto's forces. Cyclops confronts Jean, begging her to remember who she truly is. For a moment, her eyes soften, but the Phoenix fire burns brighter within her. Logan faces Magneto directly, claws against steel. Their battle is brutal, filled with raw fury. Magneto nearly crushes him, bending the adamantium in his body, but Logan's sheer willpower keeps him alive. Meanwhile, Storm unleashes her full power, summoning a citywide storm to counter Magneto's destruction. The battlefield becomes an apocalyptic landscape of wind, fire, and steel. In the heart of the chaos, Jean loses control. The Phoenix Force erupts, a fiery explosion that levels everything in its path. Both humans and mutants stop fighting, stunned by her display of godlike power. Xavier reaches out to her telepathically, pouring every ounce of love and trust he has into her mind. For a brief instant, Jean hesitates, torn between light and darkness. But Magneto seizes the moment, urging her to unleash everything. The Phoenix screams within her, nearly obliterating everything around. Cyclops pushes forward, refusing to abandon her. His love cuts through the storm, reminding Jean of her humanity. She collapses into his arms, sobbing, fighting back against the Phoenix. Magneto, furious, retreats into the shadows once more. The aftermath leaves Washington in ruins, but humanity begins to see mutants differently. The X-Men's sacrifices earn them respect, though fear still lingers. Jean, fragile and shaken, vows to learn control before the Phoenix consumes her again. Cyclops stays by her side, determined to help her heal. The world, for now, avoids war, but peace feels more fragile than ever. At the mansion, Xavier reflects on the cost of their battles. He knows the Phoenix is not gone, only dormant. Logan looks out at the horizon, knowing Magneto will return stronger than before. The younger students, inspired by the fight, begin training harder, realizing they too will have to rise when the world turns against them. Hope and dread hang in the air, intertwined. The movie closes with Magneto, wounded but unbroken, gazing out over a gathering of new mutants who have pledged loyalty to him. "This is only the beginning," he says, his eyes burning with resolve. The screen fades to black, leaving the future uncertain but undeniably explosive.